Alright, I haven't sent you a video lately, James. So here's the couple things I've been working on. Nothing successful, of course, but I'm still toying around. Okay, so I've noticed that if I take a magnet, and this hose is actually a coil, there's a coil in there, right? If I take a magnet, which I don't have on me, and I pass it going this way, sine wave goes one way. It's not like it's actually a half sine wave, just one way current going this way, the same way current going this way, same way current going this way, and the same way current going this way. So all around the going through the coil and out, the current goes the same way the entire time. There's no flips when I do it manually. So I thought, what happens if I keep one side of a magnet going around and through the coil? So I built something that does it. I had magnets in there, and I tested it with the scope to see what it does. And it appears, if it's in the center, it does produce one-way current, but it's not like constant DC. It actually goes up like a wave, and then it comes back down and zeroes out, then goes back up and zeroes out. So there's a point where it goes up, then zeroes out. It doesn't like just stay up the whole time. And I'm kind of at a loss for words and not understanding why in this configuration, when I'm following the line of flux, I'm not cutting the flux, I'm just following it the whole time. Why it's zeroing out, I don't know. But anyway, that was one experiment. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but I'm still pondering it. And this interesting thing, try different magnet configurations, north and south, facing this way, north facing this way, south facing this way, alternating, same. 2 half moon coils to see what's going on with that and whatnot. And now I'm building my best reciprocator yet. At least I'm trying to. These are N52s, 1-inch cubes. These are N42, polarized like this, north, south. Okay. So I'll turn this sucker on for you. I don't have it optimized yet. I'm using whatever coil I have under there. But let me give it a little more amperage here. This is about 6 watts. You know, it moves, it vibrates with under, I get it going with under 2.5 watts, but I want it to show. And this has pretty good force. And this is interesting because no matter how much you load this thing, the input current and the input wattage stays the same. So just trying to make a good reciprocator I could play with. Now, as far as my thoughts, there's no over unity, I don't think. I may be wrong, but there's no over unity if I don't overcome or figure out a way to bypass or something with the back EMF, the Lenz law working against you. I don't see how one could produce over unity with back EMF working against you. I may be wrong. Maybe there is a way. But so far, everything I've tried and I'm not sure if there's a way to beat it or not. And there is some interesting phenomena that happens when you have a core and you're delaying one of the phases that they get the phases to match and whatnot. Something weird's happening, but I don't know how to zero in on it or if it's anything worth investigating. I'm not sure. I do have Nikola Tesla's book with all his patents. And he obviously spent a lot of time developing motors and coils to mess with the phases of the AC to try to get them 90 degree separation between phases and 180 degrees and whatnot. He has all these techniques, and a couple of them worked for me, but I don't, it's kind of like, I don't know. But anyway, that's where I'm at with all this. So I have this build going on now. Now the plan is, of course, I don't expect this to go over unity or anything close to that, but just to experiment with. Now I'm going to have coils that these are actually poking into, 4 coils, and see how much output I could get out of it. I don't expect a lot because, it's not a monster. I don't have 20 magnets going around, like 20 coils, like 3,600 RPM. It's just reciprocating 4 magnets, so I don't foresee it doing a lot. But I mean, it's expandable. I could always add more. So we'll see how it goes. The interesting thing is on these kind of configurations, when you use, is that the input doesn't go up when you load it. So you're not transferring it to the input, but it's like it is going to bog down. So we'll see. This thing I never really had much success with. I have a couple pancake coils I was playing with, and this thing I don't want to take apart yet because I don't understand what's going on with it. Why it's zeroing out at a point? Why isn't it like elevated DC the whole time? Because the flux on a coil, the magnetism comes out, around, back in. It follows in this path around the edge of the coil, and my magnets are flowing with that line of flux. Am I cutting out of the flux? Is this a waste of time? I don't know, but I've never seen one built. Sooner or later I'll put magnets back in there and I'll show you the sine waves and all that stuff. I've never seen one built like this, so I had to try it.